What's going on, guys? I am Jaye Black. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about former NBA player Gilbert Arenas. He is apologizing a couple of years after basically saying that Lupita Nyong'o is not attractive in the face. And this is something that went on in 2017. But because we're now in a different consciousness, you got everybody confessing to their sins of saying bad things or having wrong thought. Gilbert Arenas is now bending the knee and saying that he is sorry for being insensitive. Now, Gilbert Arenas is known for being a bit of a jokester. He's known for being a guy who says whatever comes to mind without having any filter whatsoever, Now, the apology, this is what he had to say after saying 3 years ago how basically Lupita was not attractive in the face. He says, "We can't come together as a race until the idiots of our group right their wrongs," Arenas said. "My name is Gilbert and I was an idiot for going after one of our queens for no reason. Lupita, I am truly sorry for my coon behavior. Hashtag Black Lives Matter." People. What is this? Like, seriously, what is this? Gilbert, you're apologizing for something that you didn't apologize for 3 years ago because you're known as No Chill Gil. But because, again, we are in a time where everybody's so sensitive about everything, you're trying to seek forgiveness for you clowning around. I'm not saying that I agree with it, but if you say something, stand behind it. Don't walk back the comments. Don't pretend like you didn't say it, because again, y'all are probably looking at the post in the video. If I'm not, I put a thumbnail. Him basically saying what he said. But again, we're in a different consciousness now. Everybody, wants to play the get along game. But how long would that last? In his original post 3 years ago, he basically responded to a picture of Lupita on the beach, right? And he said, "Everybody's saying her skin looks beautiful. How about her face though? Lights off. Y'all tagged me like she got a facelift and she went from a 3 to a 10. Nope, she's just a 3 in blue water with some blue blockers on." This is no different than an ugly girl with big assets. I'll still beat, but just with the lights off. But she glowing though, 100. Come on, man. Do I agree with that? No. I wouldn't say that about Lupita, okay? But there's somebody for everybody, and then somebody's gonna find her. Now that could be considered harsh. We're in a very sensitive time. Anything it can be canceled, and I think that's why he's getting in front of it, so he don't get canceled. But again, people, jokes are jokes, and it seems to me that Lupita didn't really take it that badly because it would have been a complete uproar. But this is where we are. These guys are looking for any reason to seek approval from the outraged mob, but they only make themselves look thirsty in the long run for validation. If you say something, Gilbert, stand behind it. I no longer consider you to be No Chill Gil, okay? Because if you can't go out and be yourself and say what's on your mind, whether it's harsh or not, you really don't get any points with me. Everybody's so sensitive these days. Yes, we have a lot going on in our society, but you're not going to change anything by being sensitive and telling people how they should think or what they should say. I believe that us as men, if we say certain things If you want to apologize, you can talk to that person directly and apologize. You don't have to give a public apology. Who cares about what the public thinks? Or let's just say this. If people would have came back now and said, you know what, you said this about Lupita, we're going to cancel you. All he could have said was, I spoke to her privately and we've already discussed that and we've hashed it out. Okay? Then what can the outrage mob do? Did this post come off brutal? Yes, it did. But again, that's something you said just 3 years ago. And now you want total forgiveness. I can no longer see you as No Chill Gil. I see you as knee bending Gil. Knee bending Gilbert.